Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Zootopia 2 has come home to Disney+.
Let's go!
Get ready for a new case.
We're the greatest partners of all time!
New friends.
Gary the Snake.
And your last name?
The Snake.
Dream Team. Get new habitats.
Zootopia has a secret reptile population.
You can watch the record-breaking phenomenon at home. Zootopia 2, now available on Disney+, rated PG. And right now you can get Disney Plus and Hulu for just $4.99 a month for 3 months with a special limited time offer. Ends March 24th. After 3 months, plan auto renews at $12.99 a month. Terms apply.
Welcome to the Bare Naked ABCs. Turn the page. Ding. And tonight we discuss Stephen Page with the Art of Time Ensemble singing the song that is braggadocious to the extreme. Their cover of the Magnetic Fields song, For We Are the King of the Boudoir. And joining me tonight are the kings of their boudoir, I'm hoping and I'm sure, but Aaron and Betsy.
Hello.
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 I didn't want to assume.
Yes, gang.
You're listening to the quiet sing-along.
Actually, it kind of sounds like the lead singer, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Stephen Merritt, we know you listen. Come on the show.
That would be incredible too. He definitely has a lower register than Stephen Page.
I do want to real quick, Aaron, share with you.
Sharing is caring.
One of the songs that demonstrates his amazing low key.
There'll be time enough for talking in the nursing home. Darling, time enough to write an epic poem. But tonight I think I'd rather just go dancing. There'll be time enough for talking in the hall I love.
This one, yeah. Yeah, he reminds me of Leonard Cohen a little.
That's his mid note. And I will say that in the middle of the song, he dips even lower.
There'll be a time enough. Yeah. Microscopic bacteria.
Yeah. I mean, he goes down into the notes that I'm like, ooh, that is just going to hurt to pull that one out.
It's like a Tibetan throat singing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hi, what part didgeridoo?
I did a play at one point where I had to hit a low G, and I was like, that hurts. But that guy is dropping below that.
That's your new nickname now.
Low G.
I'm going to call you Low G from now on.
But have you ever broken a G string?
Yeah, popped a G string.
Oh, by a long shot. He is easily a low baritone into a bass.
I'd say he's a baritone for sure.
There are some of the songs that he hits lower notes than Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard that's true.
Whoa.
I was so
go, Aaron.
This week. Oh, there we go. There's a nice
like
low note.
Gargling voice.
Tell the rabble to be quiet. Anticipate a riot. This coming crowd. There we go. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Superstar.
He So this week I have delved deep into the magnetic fields.
No,
but I-
careful. You don't want to
You're deep-
reverse polarity of something.
Wow, you just
Did I steal it from
completely.
you?
That was perfect. Reverse,
Really?
reverse the polarity of
Just
your
give it 2 seconds.
your deflector dish. Modify the phase variance.
Based variation deflector.
that was a very John Pertwee doctor moment right there.
Oh yeah, sure. Partway.
We have to reverse the polarity. No, I mean, so yeah, I've delved deep into this band this week, and
Nice.
but at the same time have not. They are an extremely prolific band.
Well, there's very. Like I was gonna say, there's a lot of work to.
I mean,
dive
I have a
into
ton
there.
of things to say, but Aaron, it sounds like you know the magnetic fields at least a bit. Why don't you talk a little bit about this band?
Just a bit. And I mean that seriously, just a bit. But the Magnetic Fields, one of the many bands that my good friend and frequent musical collaborator, Nate, turned me on to. He also introduced me to Daniel Johnston, to Robert Pollard from Guided by Voices, Boston Spaceships, and other many things. Jandek. So like some of these are I listen to more frequently than others. Like Guided by Voices is really commonly heard around my house. Daniel Johnston I like a lot. The Magnetic Fields I never really got super duper into them, but I remember how passionately he spoke about them. So I definitely was like, well, I gotta check these guys out. And I've heard some stuff that I really have liked. I had not heard this song before though, so it's kind of cool to be introduced to a song and just based on the few songs that I have heard, wildly varied in style and tone and all that.
This whole
and
album,
I am aware that they have like a bajillion records. So 69 love songs. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So I have heard quite a few tracks off of this.
Have you heard all of them?
Not this one. No,
I will tell you. I went for a 2-hour walk
What do
the
you
other
do with
day
your
because I'm
time?
trying to get back in shape. It took me
God.
more than one walk in order to get through this
Yeah.
album because it literally is 69 songs about
big
love.
stir fry.
Not all like love. No. This is sometimes, very oftentimes, the darker sides of love. And
which is probably why Nate recommended them to me.
By the way, a 2-hour walk means he got lost. Is
Is that what that means, Tracy?
that what you're like,
yes.
are you sundowning a little bit?
I think I saw I was doing it at dusk.
Nice. But
I'm just kidding. Proper congratulations for you for doing that.
yeah, for sure.
I think I saw all of Auburn that day. So yeah.
Oh.
Is that when you told me that you were walking by our house? Or
I do that. I do that 3 nights a week now.
Oh no, that's when his face was on the glass.
Listen, you never know when I'm there.
Space was on the glass. Wait,
He
you're
knows
like a
which window to go
ninja.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. He could be outside your house right
Step
now.
by and I give him a
Luke.
little Danish and
We just freaked out our one listener named Luke.
Luke.
There's more than one.
Talking to you, Luke.
Promise
you
me. I know where they live.
Probably.
It's Luke and then there's Luke.
I was gonna say if our Luke listens, there's two. Maybe Luke Skywalker.
So yeah, I listened to this whole entire album, front to end, and I will say that it is an extremely eclectic album. First of all, any band that decides I'm going to put out an album, let's do 69 songs.
Appropriate.
Well, 69
for a love
songs,
album.
Yeah.
And he
69
did that
love
because
songs.
he
Oh,
was
love.
let me see what the note says here. He was sitting in a gay bar in Manhattan listening
Yeah. That's all good stories start.
and he was listening to the pianist's interpretation of Stephen Sondheim songs. And when he decided that he ought to get into theater music because he felt he had an aptitude for it. So he decided to write 100 love songs as a way of introducing himself to the world. And then he realized how long that would take. So he settled down to just write 69. No big deal. And then he planned on having a theatrical review.
The 10 Commandments that were 15.
Yes.
He planned on having a theatrical review with 4 drag queens, and whoever the audience liked best at the end of the night would get paid.
I have not gone to a drag show in forever. I need to go. Go ahead.
But then he was also inspired by Charles Ives' 114 songs, which he had read earlier in the day. This guy's a little prolific in that, or a little busy in that he read a book about 114 songs, and then he went to a gay bar that evening and decided to write wow.
Well, also like Nathan, very prolific and super duper productive. Whereas it takes me like 5 years to write an album because I obsess over it and it's never good enough. I really envy people who can just be like, I'm going to push this out, I'm going to record it, and whatever it is what it is, and we're moving on to the next thing. I can't do it.
No,
I can't do it.
And here's the thing.
You don't have to do it.
People would be like, oh, well, it was written by the band. No, he wrote all 69 songs for this album. There were multiple people that took the lead vocals on this album. He wrote all the songs.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's extremely eclectic.
And in a span of what time? In one evening?
Well, it doesn't say how long. But he wrote all of them at Dick's Bar in Manhattan. Yes.
Dick's Gay Bar?
Dick's Bar.
It doesn't say that Dick's Bar is the gay bar, but
not a sporting goods store.
It's
in the name.
So the first album in this 3-album concept, or 3-disc concept album, the first disc is a mixture of folk, Celtic, rock, jazz, prog rock, country, and indie rock.
Okay.
The second album then kind of really gives it a completely different feel. I love the first album. I was like, oh, I'm really enjoying this. I think this is one of the bands that I've liked the most so far out of all the ones Steve's covered. And then he went in the second album, he went very Depeche Mode mixed with Erasure. And I'm like, okay, you kind of lost me. This is not my thing.
Yeah, that made my eyebrows
Yes,
raise,
I was like, Aaron would probably love this.
Big Depeche Mode fan. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of like just the almost like Ween, where every album could be radically different. They have a country album. They have White Pepper, which is like their Beatles tribute. And
so then the third album is a mixture of those two, but it also has a lot of experimental sounds as well, such as this song, which is almost operatic, very theatrical. I mean, this song sounds like absolutely no other songs on this album.
Yeah, this is definitely like chamber music. When you got the harpsichord in the OG, it's very reminds me of a little bit of Mozart, a little bit of Bach.
Yeah, it was meant to be very harpsichord focused. That's what he wanted to say with it.
Okay.
They have played this entire album 7 times.
Okay, not 69.
So on 7 different occasions, 5 times in the US, 2 times in London,
They played it through like in its entirety?
Yes. Over 4 consecutive nights each time. Or sometimes over 2 nights each time.
That's impressive.
They played the entire album.
Wow. That's pretty cool, actually.
That is amazing.
I would like to see that.
This also is one of those bands that, how do I say it? They are all together. They have like, when they come together to do an album, it's not like they're adding new people. They do have people that solo on it or come in and do special things, but they're not officially part of the band, and they've never had any band members leave the band.
Okay, so not like like Nine Inch Nails or whatever, where it's like
Bare
Trent
Naked
is
Ladies.
the guy, and then everyone else is kind of like whoever he can put together.
Right. No, it's always been this core. And so for this album, we have Stephen Merritt, who does guitar, synth, ukulele, keyboards, bass guitar, and drum machines, and percussion and miscellaneous instruments.
Miscellaneous.
I love those.
Claudia Gonson, who does a lot of the vocals when it's the female, does piano, drums, percussion, keyboards, and is the group manager. And she has been with them since the beginning, 1989. John Woo, cool. Not that John Woo, at least not that I know of.
Not the Hong Kong film director, you're certain?
He does guitars and banjo.
And doves.
Banjo's hard.
I've never played it, but
my dad does.
And Sam Duvall does cello and flute. And Shirley Sims does auto harpsichord, ukulele. Chris Ewan does synthesizers and keyboards.
Is she singing Simlish?
Check it out.
And then Anthony Kaczynski does guitars.
Oh, Kaczynski, you say?
Yes. Yeah. And they have had multiple people that have come in over the years.
I bet he blows it up.
On this album, it is notable that the people that you would, the name you would most likely recognize that came in and played on this album is Daniel Handler. Or, as you might know him, Lemony Snicket.
Wow. Huh. I didn't know that.
And he plays the accordion and keyboards.
At the same time?
Probably, yeah.
Wow. That'd be really hard.
This band has 12 different albums. Now, when I say 12 studio albums, 69 Love Songs is considered one album.
One, yeah. Even though,
So that gives you an idea. Like when they say 12 albums, it's not really just 12 albums. Matter of fact, usually their first two albums are sold together as a double. And then the band's album that came out after this one was called I, and all of the songs began with the letter I. And is listed alphabetically. Like the order of it is alphabetical on the album.
The man loves a theme.
He does.
Yes.
Because just wait for it. With Distortion that came afterwards, both of them.
That's the one I think I listened to all the way through.
Distortion is an experimental album where they combined noise music from different cities across the United States into the music.
Of course, you listen to that.
Well, is Nate recommending?
Right.
Of course, he would recommend that to me.
Realism was concluded what Merritt called the No Synth trilogy, which was this album plus I and Distortion. And then the next album after that featured synthesizers almost exclusively.
And now for something different.
Yeah. And then in 2016, they did the 50 song memoir, which contained, guess it, 50 songs, one to commemorate each year in Stephen Merritt's life. Then in 2020, they released a 28 song album called Quickies that all the songs were under 3 minutes long.
So they're also a king of the memoir as well.
He really loves his concept albums. It
very cool.
The music is very different. Like I will say their newest album was the one that I liked the most. But it's very different, very low synth. I mean, come on. People knew that one was coming.
Yeah, you and your beeps and boobs.
But there's a lot of synth on this album, and I really did like, especially the first album. And I did like the second disc the third disc on this album as well, which did have some synth.
I'll definitely have to give this entire album a listen because of the couple of songs that I did hear off it, I did like. But they were nothing like this song, which is interesting. So yeah.
Yeah, you would think going into this song, you'd be like, So if you've never heard this song before, here's a quick snippet.
Should time allow us to describe our prowess, it would be quite hard to overrate. For we are the king of the boudoir, old thing, and the king doesn't like to wait.
Now, don't judge this band based on that song.
Oh, too late. I already did. It's the only song I know.
Judge Judy in Execution.
Yeah.
It is a very odd song on this album, and it's actually toward the very end of this album. I was listening to it and just waiting for it to delve deeper into this, and it didn't. It just it's a very sudden, sharp jump.
Mm.
It was a quickie.
It was a quickie. Mm.
You may also know their more recognized song, which also was off this album, was The Book of Love.
But I love it when you read to me, and you can read me anything. The Book of Love has music in it,
which was covered by Peter Gabriel.
In fact, that's where music comes from. Some of it's just transcendental. Some of it's just really dumb. But I love it when you sing to me, and you can sing me anything.
And was played on the final episode of Scrubs.
Love Scrubs.
And also was played on the 2004 movie Shall We Dance, and the South Park episode Tweak and Craig.
Yes.
You may also know this band because they did the hold on, I lost it. Oh man, where'd it go? Oh yes, here it is. They did the soundtracks for 2001 Someone Like You with Ashley Judd, Greg Kinnear, and Hugo Jackman. The End of Tour, the 2000.
Who?
Hugo Jackman?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugo Weaving or Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman.
If you match Hugo Weaving, so they're both Australian. So
he's using his middle initial.
Hugo.
Hugo Jackman.
Girl.
Huge Jackman.
That's what he was known as before he came to America.
Right.
They also did the soundtrack for the 2015 movie The End of Tour with Jason Segel and Jesse Eisenberg. And the 2014 movie Extraterrestrial with Michael Ironside. So if he wasn't prolific enough with all these albums that he's written, they also did all this other stuff. Okay. I think I have hit most of the notes for this band,
as it were.
More than I have.
Now, when you listen to the song, it is not Stephen Merritt singing it. It is actually a person who came in and did lead vocals for just a couple of different songs on this album and played the harmonium on the track called Xylophone Track. And his name is LD Begtol, but I could find nothing else other than the fact that he did the graphic design for the book and the box of this album.
Are we sure that's not a pseudonym?
Yeah, because
I don't believe it is.
What's the last name?
but he's been like when I looked him up online, he has done a lot of other, like he does a lot of writing, and that's what he's more known for.
Okay. Interesting.
What's his last name?
Beghtol. I pronounce it Bagtol. But it could, I mean, I could be messing that up pretty bad.
I didn't know if he's trying to make a pun because LD, you must know, like LD 40 or LD 50 is like the lethal dose of a drug. And, yeah. When it's gone through the body.
He goes by Uncle LD. Okay. So
Uncle LD, Uncle Lethal Dose.
So yeah, that's all of my notes about this album and this song related to the original band. Like I said, I did a really deep dive with this band this week because I thought they were really interesting and kind of all over the place with the music. And I kind of like that. I like to hear something different each time.
Dove so deep you got the bends afterwards.
Nice.
You didn't have your scuba tank on.
I did some hyperbaric oxygen after.
Glub, glub, Charlie.
You had to stay in the decompression chamber.
Yeah.
It's funny they call themselves indie pop because I'm like, I guess so. It's all over the place, so sure.
Kind of whatever, I guess.
I mean, you know.
Independent of labels.
Yeah, and independent, there's a pretty wide net you're casting there. It just means you're doing something a little different, which I would say is fair.
That would definitely describe these guys. Yeah, so let's talk about the song itself.
Well, that's all the time we have.
Yes, thank you. That's great being here. Yeah, well, let's break it down such as it is.
Shall time allow us to describe our prowess? It would be quite hard to overrate, for we are the king of the boudoir old thing, and the king doesn't like to wait. One trace with me, and you'll be spinning like a gyroscope. One trace with me, and you'll be Pope.
For we are the king of the boudoir, originally by the Magnetic Fields, as we discussed. The original recording was recorded at about 143 beats per minute in the key of C major.
Oh.
Now, the Art of Time ensemble cover with Stephen Page was recorded at about 142 beats per minute. They both swing a little here and there, but perhaps just a beat per minute slower on average. Pretty close, though. And then it was in the key of G major, so a whole fifth up the scale because Stephen is much more of a tenor.
Right.
This song was a joy to analyze. In addition to being relatively short, there really are only three main chords. You have C, D, and G, reinforcing that this song is, in fact, originally it was in this key of C major, and this is in the key of D major. I think technically there's like a minor, like a six in there somewhere, but it's more of a passing chord. So you really just have, it's basically 1-4-5, which is, classic pop rock. And yet the actual tone of the song is quite outside of what you would normally hear in like certainly a contemporary pop song. But the verse changes are G, D, G, D, G, D. It's just literally 1-5, 1-5, 1-5. The chorus, which is the one tryst / one kiss section, C, D, G, D, C, D, C, D, C, D, G. And it's basically, you got like a 4-5-1 turnaround, the C, D, G. And then at the end section, you have a turnaround, again, C, D, G, which is a 4-5-1. So very simple. And it's really just kind of like verse, chorus, turnaround or tag at the end. So verse, chorus, you could even say. Very simple, very short, very sweet, but the what makes it, I think, of note is the instrumentation, the orchestration, and the style of it, which the original Magnetic Fields version is a little more sparse. The Art of Time ensemble version really kind of flushes out the orchestration a little bit, makes it a little more dramatic, and has a few extra little kind of bells and whistles that I enjoyed. What did you two think of this song, musically speaking?
Go ahead, Tracy.
I mean, it's not a typical Steve song. It
True.
has, I would say,
although he did call himself the king of bedside manner.
I did want to say, I'm like, in terms of choosing this song, like, it is again, it is deep on this album. He had to have been a really big fan of this band, or at least have done enough research to have gone far down their albums to get to this song.
Or he could have had a friend turn him on to it.
Yeah, a lot of this is if you're a musician and most of your friends are musicians, which tends to happen, you all sort of play this game where you're like, hey, have you heard X or Y? And if they haven't, then you get to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you haven't heard them. And you get to like, it's just a way we have of like showing love for each other. It's like, we got to turn you on to this weird band that changed our lives in some way. God knows I've turned so many people onto like Radiohead and Mr. Bungle and stuff like that. So, Radiohead's pretty popular.
This would be a weird song to turn him on to, considering.
Yeah, that's why I said I hadn't heard this one. This was not one of the ones. I mean, it's a good song, but it's not really represented.
I mean, knowing his operatic style,
true,
that he can do.
And the name.
That's true. I bet he heard this and he was thinking about, because we actually have mentioned Mozart and Beethoven now, with multiple songs that we're talking about. So here, to have a song that more or less really kind of fits into that whole aesthetic, maybe he was just kind of thinking about everything else, and while he was doing his kind of Mozart homage or doing hammering 5-1-5-1-5-1 like Beethoven, he was thinking, hey, this reminds me of that Magnetic Field song. I could just do that. It's already kind of like Baroque in its orchestration.
Yeah.
Let's fix
and someone could have been like, hey, you have this song called King of Bedside Manor. Have you heard this song that was written a few years later?
Yeah.
You think that this is an honorific to you? And then he's like, you know what? That'd be cool for me to cover their song. That is an.
I wonder.
We could just ask him at a Q&A.
We should.
You want me to ask him?
Yeah, next time we do a live from home.
That would be I would love to know what made him choose this song.
You're gonna have to put it on a post-it somewhere, because I'm gonna forget.
Write magnetic fields on a 3x5 card.
Hey Alexa.
And Stephen, we know you listen. If you ever want to come on, and we'll ask really easy lob questions like that, like, hey, what made you want to do this song? Like, what spurred you on to this? Like, that's interesting. I think it fits well into what the band is doing with this album. It just isn't something that I'd be like, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. I would have loved to have heard them do something else by this band. There are a number of other songs that would be interesting for them to take and adjust, and do something interesting with.
Maybe they're going for tone, because they had a lot of some heavier stuff on here, and this was much lighter. Maybe they're just balancing out kind of like the feels of it all.
Could be.
I mean, they did just come off for Tutier, so And I mean, I love the tongue in cheek of the song.
Right.
It's very cheeky.
Oh yeah.
A little tonguey too. Yeah. I almost snarfed. I mean, I don't know what they did. Probably tongue.
I mean, I love the line, "One kiss from me and you'll see God." Like,
and the Pope.
Yeah, you'll be spinning like a gyroscope. You'll be Pope.
One trace with me, and you'll be spinning like a gyroscope. One trace with me, and you'll be Pope.
I I like that he used tryst, great word, underutilized in our common vernacular.
He uses it
And
twice.
Prowesslessness.
Yes, that was
Should modesty allow us to describe our prowess?
Made me laugh. There's a certain episode of QI in which Stephen Fry talks about the repetition of syllables like that, and he says restlessness. And also, funnily enough, reminds me of Nate coming back to the beginning, because Nate made a band called Glasses Case because he hates the repetition of sounds in that phrase. So I don't know why. Maybe he was torturing himself, but made a band called Glasses Case.
I hate S's.
But sometimes people
What
spell
S's?
words with fewer S's than you would think. Like, well, the word buses really is spelled like buses, right?
Gary Bussey.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Gary Bussey.
I love him. He's so funny.
That would be a great like drag king name, Gary Bussey.
Oh my god.
Someone steal that, please. I'm totally fine with it. I just want it to be real. If it isn't already.
Manifest it.
Throwing it out there. Anyway, sometimes words are spelled with fewer S's than you would think. It makes me think someone was just trying to save their S.
Ah!
Don't encourage me.
I'm gonna...
Cute.
Oh, you're okay.
Oh, we killed Tracy.
I don't know.
Oh my god, they killed Tracy.
Oh my god!
I'm still here.
All right,
I promise.
Anyway.
what were you finishing up about the music piece, Tracy?
Herding cats.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
have a lot to say. Here's the thing: is it does sound a lot like the original. I mean,
because the original was already
Baroque.
very yeah.
And if it ain't
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. That's probably what they figured. Yeah, what should we do to change this song? Well, if it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. But it was Baroque, so maybe I don't know.
I will say there is a noted change.
So I don't know. Like
Mhm.
there's not a lot to say about it for me. I wish they had done something where they were testing themselves and doing something different.
They did. It starts to descend into a little bit of madness.
And the king doesn't like to wait. One kiss from me, and you'll be overjoyed and overawed. One kiss from me, and you'll see God. For we are the king of the Boudoir, we are, and the king doesn't like to wait.
I did like that. That's the kind of the bells and whistles. that was
Clumpy on the
talking about.
keyboards and like a cat's tweaking out on it, twerking on the keyboard.
Playful dissonance.
They should have had Virtute after this then.
Mhm.
What?
They should have had Virtute after this then.
Yeah, right. Virtute is doing a little freestyle. I like that. I like that they switched it up a little with that kind of change in tone. And
You make a really good point, though. I hadn't thought of was the fact that there's that musical interlude in the middle that I hadn't thought of either, which is not in the original, and I like that is in there, and I enjoy that part.
because, are you I'm sorry, I'm stealing your.
No, go ahead.
line.
You're on a roll.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Well, I just think like with kings, one in particular, like King, like was it Henry VIII? He was pretty weird,
Prolific
and
beheader.
cruel, and yeah. So I picture this as being like a Henry VIII type character, where he's like, what is it? Oh yeah, we don't like to wait and everything like that. And the king doesn't like to wait.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, that's a really safe environment to get freaky in, I guess, when they're all like, hurry up.
It's good to be the king.
It's good to be the king. So that's kind of what it reminded me of. I know this is more like I know Steven covered it. It's not his work, but still, I think the way they arranged the music and performed it, it adds
the Mad King.
Yeah, more of a Mad King. It added more layers onto it and made it. Fleshed it out.
That was probably my favorite part as well. Is that it kind of you could kind of sense it was like, oh, we're going off the rails. What's going on? They're like, oh, we righted the ship. We're okay. But maybe there's something. It's a hint of something darker beneath the surface, which I think probably helps inform the reading of the lyrics. Hey, see how I did that segue? Very subtle. You can learn a thing or two.
Have you guys? I think I've shown you Bridgerton, haven't I?
Yes, I haven't seen much. I was I'm very interested.
Some
seems interesting
scenes in there where this could probably be playing in the background because they do get some
saucy
scenes that are a little R-rated,
saucy,
and freaking freaky deaky.
Freaky deaky.
Freaky deaky English.
Not so bobuzzo.
Not freaky deaky Dutch. So I would like to see this play in the background of some of the Bridgerton.
I like that.
Scenes,
That's cool idea.
I think that this would be good in the background of the TV show. It was a little known TV show, The Beauty from FX.
The Beauty.
And
The Beauty?
The Beauty with Ashton Kutcher. And let's say that it is definitely NFSW.
The Beauty?
It is NFSW for almost every single scene.
Where did you find that, Tracy? You dirty bird.
Disney.
Disney.
No, it has a really interesting premise, and I'm a little pissed that they never made a second season. So, Ashton Kutcher, we know you listen. Make it happen. I want to fucking know what happens.
FX. Oh yeah, there's Ashton.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it's a very intriguing
just this year
concept.
Oh, really?
Just came out.
Oh, it's recent.
Oh, it's based on a comic book. Interesting.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now I gotta read the comic book to find out what happened.
Okay. Well, this looks interesting. I might put this on my list. Right next to your kiss.
Yeah, don't have your kid home when you're watching this.
Yeah, probably a good
idea. I'll say the first scene alone tells you the type of tempo it's going to have.
Come in hot.
But I think this would definitely fit into like a lot of scenes in this show, because it definitely has some cheekiness to the, no pun intended, to the show. So,
no, that's leather.
And by the way, Ashton Kutcher really aging well.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got enough money to age well.
Well, did you have anything more to say? I mean, I do like Steven's voice in this, obviously, and the way that he sings it makes it more operatic and theatrical, just like it has for many of the other songs in this. But what would you guys say? I like the word boudoir. Like, what a great choice. So I guess we gotta
go with trysts.
How many trysts?
How many triscuits?
How many prowlessness? I don't know if I can even spell that word correctly.
I'm happy with the prowlesslessness or tryst.
All right, let's do tryst.
It's too on the nose.
Yeah, true.
Let's go with tryst. How many trysts do you give this song, Betsy?
6.9. I'm just kidding. I like it, but it's kind of I don't know. I don't want to say a joke song. It's not that, but
I mean, I'll be honest.
I have not decided on
if I'm putting this album on, I'm hoping to hear like Lion's Teeth or Tonight We Fly, or because I have had a spoiler alert, Paranoid Android. Not that I would mind if this came on, especially since it is short and sweet. I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers. But
Triscuits.
yes, exactly.
Triscuits. Sorry, Triscuits.
Yeah. So I was actually how many trysts?
No.
How many is that? Sorry, it didn't say it well for me. How many trysts?
That's pretty impressive.
7.5.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Betsy, how many did you say?
7.5 trysts.
Okay, Aaron, how many did you say?
I said 7.5.
I didn't say yet.
But
you might have seen my eyes light up when Betsy said 6.9 because
you're hopeful.
In spite of that too. No, in spite of that seeming like a joke answer, that is what I have been planning on rating this because it's just underneath the threshold of like a 7. It's not a bad song by any means. It's certainly, it's very listenable, but again, it's probably not what I'm looking for if I'm going towards this album. So I think, honestly, 6.9 Trist is perfect. How about you, Tracy?
I don't want to give my score.
Do it.
Oh, hater?
I'm just really
It's either going to be like
I'm
2.3 or like 9.7.
I'm just really worried that you're going to judge me about this.
No.
Hello.
Have you met us?
Yeah.
We're going to judge you regardless.
Zinga.
Are you trying to say I'm just being a paranoid person?
No. Nice segue. I take it all back. I take back all the things I ever said about you, Trent.
And make them worse.
You know, the lore.
The lore, yeah.
Or the data.
There's going to be a wiki someday on all of us.
Well, I would never hear this song on the radio. And if I did, I would head out the other way. That was a bad one. I just lost all respect.
But it's Steve.
I like it. I wouldn't change it if it came on, but I wouldn't seek this out. I definitely wouldn't seek this out. It does remind me very much of the album that they did. He did with Bare Naked Ladies to cover the Shakespeare stuff.
As You Like It.
Yep, As You Like It.
Yeah.
Which I liked As You Like It, especially Twas a Lover and His Last. I love that song.
Yes. And I would say that
it's so
very
catchy.
Robin Hood-esque. I'm sorry. It just always and I would say, like, if I were to put this into a period piece, like into a play that where it is connected to something in a story, I would love it. I would think that this was hilarious.
Stop qualifying.
Perfect.
Stop stalling.
Yeah, stop stalling.
But it's not. It's not.
Who are you, Joseph Stalin over here? Yeah. That was her joke. Okay, just to be clear.
I'm going to do the same thing you did, Aaron, because honestly, it's apropos, and I had been thinking about it all week at that level, anyways. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 6.9.
You cupping your balls? What are you doing? 6.9. Good.
Okay.
I thought you were going lower.
Yeah, you seem to be setting it up for a much lower score.
No,
which is fine. You can give
it
whatever score you want.
No. I was setting up the joke earlier. That's why I said
I
like it. It's just not great.
Is there a trouble with Tracy?
No trouble with Tracy.
There's no beeps and boops.
I want to hear a play around this. I want a whole play developed around this, Stephen, because then
I bet
that would bring this song up to like an 8.
Now, would you want to play this based around 69 love songs?
Ooh. You know what?
Because you mentioned that he was kind of doing it like in the musical idiom.
If they took 69 love songs and they did it as a period piece, and they decided to make all the music kind of similar.
They called it Red Wings.
I call it 69 on your period piece. 69. Red Wings. It's not a shoe. It's not just a shoe.
Now I got
always.
I had damn it. Oh.
There's a Red Bull gives you wings joke in there somewhere.
Oh.
Their face is red.
I'm too lazy to make it.
Not gonna want to hear it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, if they took the songs and they found a good story to go with it and they put it into like the time period and they made the other songs, they kept the feel of the songs, but they made them like Baroque music to fit the play, I would totally be into this. Or if somehow the play came to this point where this was like they had a reason for this Baroque song being in there, I would be all about this. It would raise up my respectability on this song.
They'd have to make a new label to release it.
Here it comes.
Baroque Records.
Baroque 69. 69 and Baroque.
So yeah, next week we are talking. Aaron, you are required to be here.
Yes,
and I'm telling people, like, if Aaron is sick, if something happens and Aaron gets sick,
we have to move it around.
We are taking as many weeks off as necessary to make sure that he is here for the next one.
I can't possibly miss the next one.
No, I will not allow it to happen. It is a necessity that you be here for that next discussion.
Very excited. I'm very excited.
But you better be ready because I'm going to make you talk about the band.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, I have enough to say about them.
I'm not doing any research. Like, I figure everything can just be said by you.
Yeah. For those of you not following along at home, the next week's song is Paranoid Android by my favorite band of all time, Radiohead. So I should be
song of all time.
My favorite song by my favorite band. Yeah.
Favorite. Double favorite.
Although I will admit I am going to be following along with my pattern for this entire album so far.
Mm-hmm.
Where the requirement is going to be that I have to at least out of that band listen to the first album they ever released, as well as the entire album that song is on.
Just okay. Can I request
devotion?
Can I request?
You sure can.
Instead of their first album, Pablo Honey, listen to The Bends, which is the album right before OK Computer, which is the album that has Paranoid Android on it. The Bends, they're still very much like a pop rock, alternative rock, pop group, but they're kind of stretching their muscles a little bit. They're spreading their wings a little, and you can kind of almost maybe hear like the chrysalis of what they will become, the beautiful butterfly that emerges with OK Computer, which is such an amazing, unique album.
Okay. By the way,
not that I think Pablo Honey
thing. You have to listen.
Oh yes, you all have homework now. Listen to the Bends and OK Computer. I think. Oh no, I don't. We're gonna get way too deep in the rabbit hole now. I gotta stop talking about Radiohead before we
next week.
All night.
Next week you can get really deep.
I'll save it for next week.
Poor Bethany. She's gonna be inundated with Radiohead all week long.
I don't mind. I love Radiohead. He pretty much introduced me. I mean, I've heard them before.
Right.
Yeah. Explore them until him.
You cannot be a 90s child and not have heard Radiohead.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have heard Creep, and then maybe if you were like me
and dry, or
like I remember seeing the weird cartoon music video for Paranoid Android and being like, "What is this?
What are they doing to my brain?"
Your eyes get all big.
Yeah, it's like okay, something's going on here. But yeah, very, very much looking forward to that. Thank you. And thanks as always. I always have a blast talking to my friends about music. And
I'm your friend now.
Friends, lovers, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Lend me your rears.
Well,
back to the 69 joke.
Yes, you're the
69.
You're the king of the boudoir.
Well, thank you guys very much for joining me.
Thank you, Tracy. Always a pleasure. We'll see you next time.
Wonderful week.
You too.
Too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Very nice. Very
Bye-bye. It is nice. I like it.
That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all.